Everyone, we are all welcome to this evening's broadcast. Sorry that we are running like 5 minutes late. How are we? Happy new month. Wow, it's my month. So November is my month. Happy new month to every one of us. Thank God it's a good month. November is always a beautiful month. It's a month of miracles. It's a month of goodwill. It's a month of achievement. Okay, so we are all welcome to this evening's broadcast, and most importantly, it's my birth month. Wow. So all those people who make it younger and say their month is whatever, the best month of the month. November is the best month. So if you're born in November, I want you to put November is the best month, so that and greet, so that I can greet you. It's a beautiful month. Okay, very, very beautiful month. So we are highly welcome to this evening's broadcast. Today we're going to be looking at the 10 common types of arthritis. And why it's so important for us to know this is, you know, sometimes some people will tell me what they have is, they just say, I have knee pain, I have this issue. By the time I keep checking and insisting they go for tests and things like that, you find out that what they have is not osteoarthritis, because most people will tell you, no, it's just arthritis I have. So you find out that what they have is actually not arthritis, or you'll now be able to find out, okay, this is the type of arthritis they have. So that's why this is also important. Today's broadcast is very, very important that we all listen to it, share it with so many people who are having one pain or the other, so they'll be able to find out actually what is their own. Because I'm going to be looking at what it is, the causes, the symptoms, and then we look at some supplements that can help you also if you're having those issues. And then as we go on with the month, like I said, this month of November is the month for us to thrash out and make sure we are healed of every form of arthritis. We will come against it by prayer, by knowledge, by you know, food, everything we can, so that we can be free. And you're going to be free in Jesus' name. Amen. Hello, Becky Banks, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome Evarista Ijoma, welcome Nonyeon, welcome Stella Daniel. We're all welcome to this evening's broadcast as we look at 10 common types of arthritis. Okay, like I said, I'm sharing this on my pages. You can also go ahead and share with your friends, share with all the people that you know, so that they'll be able to join us live this evening and get first hand. And I'm going to take my time to make sure I share these things very well, because I get a lot of questions from people, and I want to use this video as a form of reference for them to go and check out, and you know, the answers to their questions, so that it will be easier for me to deal with, you know, many people at the same time. There are so many people looking for attention there, and of course it's only 24 hours we have in a day. So pardon me if it takes time for me to answer your messages, and I keep begging those on Messenger to please chat me on WhatsApp, because sometimes it takes 2 weeks before I'm able to even go and check the messages on Messenger and things like that. So please bear with me. It's not that I want to do so, but time will not permit me. So, and then some of these videos can answer most of your questions if it's just questions that you want to ask. Okay, and that's why I take my time to do that teaching, and I'm not limiting it only to a group of people. I throw it open that you can also share with your friends before you tell them, okay, come chat with me. All right, so we are highly welcome to this evening's broadcast as we go ahead to look at 10 common, you know, types of arthritis, and the causes, the symptoms of all of them. So I'll just welcome a few more people who are online with us, and then we get going. Find out actually what is their own, because I'm going to. So I'll make this larger, and then we get going today. Welcome to every one of us. All right. Okay, so welcome Grace, welcome Anne. Anne is my mentoree, and you're welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome Evarista Ijoma, welcome Abimbola Abaje, welcome Becky Banks. Can I have some water, please? Thank you. Welcome Evarista Ijoma, welcome Nonye. You're welcome to this evening's broadcast. Nonye Onu, Stella, Danieli, Homakari. We are all welcome. So at least I've welcomed all the people who have joined now. I'm going to go ahead and put my number on the screen. +234 703 5151 642. Today it's a little bulky. I'll see how much I can do and I'll finish up on Thursday. But if we can finish it on this single video, I'll be very, very happy, because it will just be like a one-time reference that someone can give to people when they need it. You know, that one can just give and then that will be it. All right, so we're highly welcome. Thank you for the water. Hello, Ngozi Meke, you're welcome. Welcome, Emam Peace. Welcome, Nkiru Obina. Welcome, Wemisola, to this evening's broadcast. Let's keep sharing and sharing to our friends. Let's keep sharing to our friends. So, like I said, today we are looking at the 10 common types of arthritis that we have. Of course, we all know that arthritis is an inflammation of the joints, okay, that can cause really debilitating joint pains. It will pain you, it will continue paining you no matter what you're doing. And the fact is that if nothing is done about it, it gets worse and worse. Now, there are over 100 types, different types of arthritis and also related conditions. But today we're going to look at the 10 most common. Like I said, there are over 100 types. We're not going to go through all those 100 types, but we're just going to be looking at the most common. We just take like 10% of that and look at it today. All right. So, you know, there are more than 100 types of arthritis. Let me just share like 3 facts with all 3 quick, fast facts about arthritis. Hello, Margaret. You're welcome. Welcome, Jack. Oh, that my diamond is in the broadcast today. Thank you, Diamond Jacqueline, for joining me this evening. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Nkiro Bina, you're welcome. Welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome, Wemisola. Welcome, Fumi, Lola, you're welcome. Happy New Month to you all. Margaret, you're welcome. Tiwa from Cameroon, you're welcome. Jane Destiny, you're welcome. Jane Destiny is one of my top fans. Tiwa from Cameroon is one of my top fans. Okay. Wami Seke Naluku, where are you calling in from? You're already asking questions. Don't worry. That's what we are looking at today. We are going to look at rheumatoid arthritis. Don't worry, you're going to get to know about it. Mary Atiata, you're welcome. Christy, you're welcome. Welcome, Ndeze. All right, we need to just get going, okay? So that I don't just keep greeting and greeting. All right, arthritis affects more than 50 million adults in America alone, and over 300,000 children in America alone. So you can just use American statistics to check like all over the world, okay? You know, that's what the Arthritis Foundation found out. And the causes and treatment options available vary from one type of arthritis to the other. They are not the same because the causes are actually and absolutely not the same. They may resemble, but they are not the same. Also, to find the best treatment and management strategies that you use for, you know, any form of arthritis will depend on the type of arthritis, and then it's very, very important for you to stay tuned to this evening's broadcast and to the end so that you'll be able to find out those 10 we'll talk about. I believe we're going to be able to go through all 10 today. All right, now the 10 most common types of arthritis are: the first one is osteoarthritis. The second most common is rheumatoid arthritis, followed by psoriatic arthritis, and then number 4 is gout. And number 5 is lupus. Number 6 is juvenile arthritis or JA. Number 7 is spondyloarthritis. There are many of spondylopathies. We are going to look at them one by one. And then we also have infectious and reactive arthritis, thumb arthritis, and ankylosing spondylitis. Okay, so those are the 10 most common according to how common they are. That's how we looked at them. Hello, Hannah. Hello, you're welcome. Welcome, Chigo. welcome. Olukemi, how are you? Happy New Month. Happy New Month, Angelina. You're all welcome. So those are the 10 most common arthritis. Now we take the most common as number 1, which is osteoarthritis. Okay, the most common arthritis all over the world is osteoarthritis. I know somehow God knows how to do things. Now osteoarthritis is the most common and is the one that is the most preventable, the one that you can actually reverse by your lifestyle changes, your diet and the rest. You know, so it's just like diabetes. When you talk about type 1 and type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes is autoimmune and, you know, you actually can't help. But type 2 diabetes is lifestyle, you know, enacted lifestyle caused by your lifestyle. And that one is also the most common. So that's how osteoarthritis is also the most common and is the one you can help. Now, what is osteoarthritis? Osteoarthritis is actually the wear and tear that happens when your joints are overused. When they are overused, and this can happen because of age, and that's why usually people who have issues with arthritis are people from the older age. You know, they are the ones that actually have more of this osteoarthritis. And then also it can come from joint injuries. Okay, osteoarthritis can also be caused from joint injuries, like people who have one kind of accident or one kind of internal accident or the other, and then also from obesity and overweight. Those are another the third thing that could cause, you know, injuries to your joints and bring forth osteoarthritis when you put extra stress on the joint. Of course, you know that weights are very, very bad for us. Weight can put extra stress to our bones and our joints. Okay, where is my clean 9? So joint, that's what overweight can also do to it. So more people have this condition than any other form of arthritis. Like I've said, the condition of osteoarthritis is the most common that anyone can, than any other form of arthritis that one can have. You know, joints that bear weight, like your knees, your hips, your feet, your spine, these 4 places are the most common places that osteoarthritis affect. Like, you know, some women who have heavy hips, women who are really, in fact, my second daughter will say that they are endowed, they are blessed in that area. When you're heavy down here, your knees will carry much more weight, your feet will carry much more weight than someone who is not endowed in that direction. Okay, so that's what happens, and that's why it's not good for you to have more weight than you should. So you need to be very, very careful and note what your BMI is. All right, so osteoarthritis often comes on gradually over period of months and even years, and it can affect, it makes the affected joints to hurt very, very much when it's already affected. But you might not feel sick or feel fatigued, you know, which can come from some other forms of arthritis like rheumatoid arthritis. You might just be feeling pain in that, like if it's like wrist osteoarthritis, knee osteoarthritis, and all those, wherever there is wear and tear. Of course, you know, we have joints all over, joints in your fingers, your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder, your knees, and all that, you know. So anywhere there is the joint where cartilage is joining those 2 bones, and there is wear and tear, it can have osteoarthritis. So what happens in osteoarthritis? Let's actually look at what actually is happening. Number 1, you lose your body's shock absorber. Now your body's, you know, in a car you have shock absorber. If you enter a car without a shock absorber, it will just be doing boom, 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 boom. At the end of the journey, you're so tired. At the end of the journey, for some people who didn't want to go use the toilet, when you enter a vehicle without shock absorber, the first place you will go to when you land or stop the vehicle is to go and use the toilet, you know, things like that. It will just shake you. So that's what happens. You know, what actually happens when one develops osteoarthritis is the cartilage And the cartilage is a slippery material that covers the ends of bones. You know, when it gradually breaks down, and remember what I said, this thing does not happen just suddenly. It happens over a period of months and years. You know, one sample of something that can make that cartilage to wear out is overweight. When, like I said, you're overweight from your midsection and is bearing on the weight load is on your waist bones and your waist joints or your knee joints, that weight will wear and tear the cartilage faster, because the extra pounds put more pressure on the cartilage and it gets squeezed between the bones, and then it gets damaged and wears away. When it wears away, there isn't much left to cushion the joint. So that's what happens in osteoarthritis. And the damaged cartilage makes movement more painful, very, very painful. You may hear even a grating sound when the roughened cartilage on the surface of the bone rubs together. You will just be hearing crack, 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 you know, especially on your knees and sometimes on your waist. And you may get painful spurs or bumps at the end of the bones, especially when it has to do with the finger or your feet. And the joint lining can now get inflamed, but it's not actually so common with osteoarthritis to have all those kinds of inflammation. Okay, hello Sarah, you're welcome. Welcome Zanella, how are you? All the way from England. Hope you're doing good. Febenrila, you're welcome. Olukemi Oderin, you're welcome. Like I said, I might not be able to see everyone to greet, but thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, Olukemi. Thank you, Doris, for the thumbs up. All right, so what are the symptoms of osteoarthritis? The symptoms depend on which joints or which joints that are affected, okay? You can have deep aching pain, trouble dressing up. When you want to lift your hands or your legs, you have issues, trouble combing your hair, gripping things become more difficult, bending over and also becomes more difficult. In fact, squatting is another way you will know whether you have osteoarthritis. It's become very difficult for you to squat. Climbing staircase becomes issue, and this all depends on the type, the joints. If it's the knee joints, the hip joints, climbing staircases. But another thing that happens is that you have morning stiffness, and that morning stiffness, it might not last so long, or maybe when you wake up you feel stiffness in so many parts of your joints, or especially where you're having it. Then you also have pain walking, stiffness after rest. Maybe when you rest for a while, when you get up, you find out that your whole body is stiff, and then your joints may also be warm when you touch it, or sometimes it might be swollen or harder for you to move, and also unable for you to move a full range of motion. Like now, if you're having shoulder osteoarthritis where you want to bend like this, you might have issues. Maybe if you're having the waist one, when you want to bend to pick up things, that's why we say that you're not having full range of motion. All right, so if you're having osteoarthritis, I have 4 or 5 supplements that I always advise people to get if they're having osteoarthritis. Okay, now some of those supplements I'm going to be showing you this afternoon. Hello, who is around? So the most no activity here, I can't believe it. So if you're having now, you know, I always tell us that prevention is better, safer, and cheaper than cure. So what you do is try to prevent having those osteoarthritis. Like for example, I said, if you are a woman and you have started menstruating from 25 years old up to 35, you need to start going on calcium supplements. Bring that those things there to me. Find the chair, bring them here. You need to go on calcium supplements. Calcium is very, very important. It's one very important supplement, because when you're going through menstruation, you have depletion. You have calcium depletion in your system. They are depleted. So you need to go on calcium. Naturemin, please. And then another thing you can use is Naturemin if you're not using calcium. Naturemin gives you the seabed minerals that you need. This is nature mean. Now, this nature mean has calcium, magnesium, and the rest. Because sometimes the doctors will tell you when you want to take your calcium, you should make sure you also take magnesium, you know, alongside. So you can either get calcium or nature mean, you know, for prevention. But if you're already having osteoarthritis and the pains are very, very much, heat lotion. You need these two work very in hand. We have Forever Move and Active HA. These two are very, very important for anyone going through osteoarthritis or you're having it. Active HA and Forever Move. And like you know, they are on 25% discount throughout this month because we are fighting against arthritis, okay? All arthritis supplements are on 25% discount for the month of November, which is my birth month. And if you watch Saturday broadcast, you will see where I talked about MSM gel and aloe heat. You can go ahead and watch it. That's another supplement that you need, either this, or you can combine the two. They do different things actually. So I'm going to show you for osteoarthritis. Bring chair and put all of them so I can reach out. So if you're having osteoarthritis, get your number 1 Forever Move, followed by your Active HA. And then for prevention and building of your bone, your calcium, your MSM gel or aloe heat lotion, you know, goes. And of course, for those of us who want to detox so that these things can work very well for us, your aloe vera gel, the king, the king of all products. This helps with detox so that when you're taking these supplements, they can flow in and flow well for you. All right, so we'll also go through rheumatoid arthritis, and then I'll be able to show you what you need for rheumatoid arthritis. All right, so number 2, the second one is rheumatoid arthritis. All right, Maggie is asking, how can you get them? Maggie, where are you from? Where are you calling in from? I don't know where you are, but you can get my products all over the world. So chat me on my number on the screen. Have I pinned the number? I'll have to put my number again and pin it. So I supply anywhere in Nigeria. The dispatch riders can bring it to you anywhere in the world. It can be shipped from your nation. I have online shops anywhere in the world. And remember what I always tell us, try not to be in pain. Try not to be in pain. My number is +234 703 515 1642. So you can chat me on my number. I've already just put it on the screen for you. So you can chat me on my number. I'll just pin it so that you can have it there. All right, it's pinned. Thank you, Mr. Femi. So it's pinned. So we have looked at number 1. Wow, time is going. We need to be faster with the others. So Maggie, chat me on my WhatsApp number and then I'll be able to get it for you. I'm going to take our questions after I've handled Roma, or let me just take each set I finish, I'll handle the questions so I don't go far. All right, Wemisola said, oh yes, so my hips and backs are in serious problem now. Just chat me, Wemisola, so we can discuss how you will be free, completely free, and you're getting your 25% discount, okay? Hello. All right. Wemisola says she can't rub her legs again because of the no, you need to, please. And you know, Wemisola, one good thing is that these supplements take away the pains, and then I guide you through a lifestyle change that can help reverse osteoarthritis. Can be reversed, okay, because it's not an autoimmune disease. It can be reversed. So I guide you through a lifestyle change that can do that. I have a book on natural remedies of arthritis. You can also buy that book and it will help you. And again, I also guide you through until you're okay. So if it's weight, I take you through some weight loss program, and you know, I just find out what's wrong with you and I take you through it so that you will be okay. All right, so Maggie, I've answered you on how you can get it. One reason why you should not be in pain is that pain can cause your blood pressure to go up. So thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. It's very, very important that you don't allow pains to stay on you for too long, because if you have pain for too long, it's going to make your blood pressure to go up and go high. Okay, all right. Okay, so the second type of most common type of arthritis is rheumatoid arthritis. Now, rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease, and that means that your immune system attacks some parts of your body, especially your joints. Okay, and this will lead to inflammation, which can cause severe joint damage, especially if you do not treat it. It's people who have osteoarthritis that you have disfigured joints, legs, you know, legs and hands. Their hands are disfigured. You see them going one kind direction or the other. And actually, about 1 out of 5 of everyone that has rheumatoid arthritis will get lumps on their skin, which is called rheumatoid nodules. Okay, and these often form over the joint areas that receive the pressure, such as over the knuckles, the elbows, the heels. That's what happens. They have that, what is called the rheumatoid nodules. Okay, now rheumatoid arthritis, actually doctors do not know exactly what the causes are. Like when we talk about osteoarthritis, we talk about age, we talk about weight, we talk about wear and tear. But when it comes to rheumatoid arthritis, doctors actually don't know, experts don't know. But some experts believe that the immune system, you know, becomes confused after an infection with a bacteria or a virus, and then it starts to attack the joints. So usually they say rheumatoid arthritis, one of the things experts have found is that when one has infection, either through bacterial infection or virus infection, it can now cause the body to begin to, your immune system to begin to attack the joints. And that's why prevention is better than cure. If you know you are prone to some kind of bacterial infection and virus infection, you need to keep away from them. You need to make your immune system very, very high. And one of the most powerful supplements you can use to build up your immune system is Immune Blend. Hello, Mr. Femi. Immune Blend is one of the most, you know, powerful supplements you can use to build your immune system. Put all of them here. Yeah, that you can use to build your immune system. Just put everything here. So, Immune Blend. Now I'm talking about prevention in rheumatoid arthritis. Prevention in rheumatoid arthritis, you need to build your immune system. And Immune Blend is one of the powerful supplements that can help you build your immunity. Also, Active C that can help you build your immunity. You know, that's what can help you. Just put everything. Immune Blend and Active C, they are the powerful ones that can help you build your immune system and build them up very, very well. Okay, so now we are talking about prevention here. So like I said, rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease, and scientists have not found out why it causes what causes it, but they are feeling that when you have bacteria or virus infection, it will cause it, and that's why I say prevention is better than cure. If you use Immune Blend, flu, all those, you know, diseases will just go away. And also, scientists also think that 2 of the body's chemicals that are related to inflammation, that's, they call them the tumor necrosis factor, TNF, and also the interleukin 1, trigger other parts of the immune system in rheumatoid arthritis. Oh, look at me, you're having serious pains on your leg, waist, and sometimes on your neck. Just chat me. You don't have to be in pain, please. I'm begging us, don't be in pain. Because pain can have aftermath effect. We call it secondary symptom. And that secondary symptom or disease that can come with heavy pain is high blood pressure. And you wouldn't want to start treating 2 things at the same time. Afoma, just chat me on my WhatsApp and I'll tell you how much Immune Blend is, okay? All right, so what are the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis? The symptoms can come gradually or they can start suddenly. Remember, in arthritis, osteoarthritis, I said it comes gradually, but for rheumatoid arthritis, it can come suddenly, it can come gradually. Remember, it's an autoimmune disease, and they are often more severe than osteoarthritis. People who have rheumatoid arthritis are those ones that are in very serious pain. You will hear them crying as if they are going to die the next minute. So the most common symptoms are pain, stiffness, and swelling of the hands, waist, elbow, shoulder, knees, ankles, feet, jaw, neck. Rheumatoid arthritis is terrible, and I pray for you and I pray for myself that no one will know that we ever get that infection again. And if you're having it already, I pray for you that the healing power of the Almighty God will come upon you now and heal you completely in the name of Jesus. I receive balm in Gilead for you. I receive that balm in Gilead for you. The Bible says that healing is the children's bread. And so in the name of Jesus, if you're suffering from any form of arthritis, osteoarthritis, or rheumatoid arthritis, we receive healing for you right now. That you'll be healed and be free in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Rheumatoid arthritis can affect multiple joints. In fact, for osteoarthritis, one might be talking about one joint. It might stay in a long while. Like you can be having it on your left knee and it will stay there for maybe like years. For rheumatoid arthritis, it will always move over to the second one. You know, it will move over to more than one swollen joint, and you usually have it maybe the small joints on the wrist and things like that. So rheumatoid arthritis actually works in symmetrical pattern. When the knuckle on your left hand is inflamed, you'll find out that the knuckle on your left hand will also become inflamed after a while. So unlike osteoarthritis that might just remain on one, rheumatoid arthritis works in symmetrical pattern. And then after some time, you will notice that more than one, notice more of your joints feel warm and become painful and swollen. And then you also have morning stiffness that can last for hours, even for days, unlike the one of osteoarthritis that maybe for 30 minutes the stiffness becomes okay. Thank you for the thumbs up, I appreciate. Then for rheumatoid arthritis, you will feel fatigued, and you notice that your appetite is down. And usually people who have rheumatoid arthritis tend to begin to lose weight over time because of loss of appetite. So that's how rheumatoid arthritis happens. No, Evarista is asking, is it every pain in the joints that is arthritis? No, it's not every pain in the joint. So, like someone called me the other day, even me, I experienced it on Saturday, like I told us. On Friday, I was eating bitter cola, very big bitter cola. I ate it and slept off with it all over my mouth and everywhere. So I didn't drink water for it to go down. So the whole thing was just like on my neck, on my chest, you know, inside. When I woke up on Saturday morning, I had acid reflux. And that acid reflux I had gave me serious shoulder pain. It was here. In fact, when my daughter, our second daughter, came in, I told her, I said, Sarah, please hit my back, I'm having pains. Because I came out to have my exercise. And as I was having that exercise, gas was going off and I was feeling relief. So, Evarista, it is not all pains that are arthritis. I need to tell you. And that's why you need to listen to find out, to be sure that is arthritis that is happening to you, okay? Then number 3 is psoriatic arthritis. Psoriatic arthritis. Now, psoriatic arthritis is when people with this condition have inflammation of the skin. Usually, you know, inflammation of the skin is called psoriasis. So people with psoriatic arthritis have inflammation of the skin and then their joints, which is also arthritis. So psoriasis causes patchy, raised red and white areas of inflamed skin with scales, okay? And usually affects the tip of the elbows, the tips, the tip of the knees, the calf, your hair scalp, the navel, the skin around the genital areas or the anus. That's where psoriasis, you know, attacks. And then only about 10% to 30% of the people who have psoriasis will get the psoriatic arthritis. Then what happens? What happens in psoriatic arthritis? This type of arthritis usually starts between people who are ages 30 to 50 years old. And it can also start earlier than 30 years old. But it's usually common among men and women. It's equally common. Unlike when we talk about osteoarthritis, and we say it affects women more than men. But for psoriatic arthritis, it affects both men and women together. And then the psoriatic arthritis can swell the fingers, the toes, and people who have it often have fingernails that are pitted and discolored too, okay? And in some people, only one joint or a few joints are affected. For example, you can have only one knee that is affected, and sometimes it can affect the spine or just the fingers or toes, and the skin disease or the psoriasis will usually show up. Now, I know someone who had psoriatic arthritis, the big toe, and it was there for many years. It was there for many years. Hey, I will need my aloe lipo. It was there for many years. So, and I give a testimony of when I had an issue on my hand. I had a bump that just came up on my hand, and I used aloe lips, please. I used aloe lips, and it's you know, it helped that protrusion, like it was like a kind of growth. It helped that growth to go down. So I gave it to that guy. He had carried that psoriatic arthritis on his big toe. It was his left big toe for years. He told me it was up, like when he was in university, he started noticing it. So I now told him, I said, hey, I use this aloe lipo. He said, maybe you should go and try this aloe lipo. So he started rubbing aloe lips on that his toe. Every time in the morning, he will have his bath. He will rub it. In the afternoon, when he comes back from work, he will wash it and rub it. And you know what he told me? He said that pores started coming out, something that was not really paining him so much. Oh. He just says it's when he walks a while that pores started coming out from that big toes, until the dark pitted area, you know, discolored everything, and it becomes like his normal toes. So when you have psoriatic arthritis, if it's paining you, you can use like active HA. You can use your aloe vera gel, and then you can also use that aloe lip on the places like when you have it on your skin, like your elbow, the skins of the elbow. People who have psoriasis, you can use that aloe lip on those places. You just open it. It's a small, I call it the magic stick. I call it the magic stick because it was something that really helped me and I was free. This is aloe lip. It's very affordable. You will rub it, the growth will go in. Even people who have pile, I also recommend that they use aloe lip. So he was just rubbing, he will open it and rub it. You know, and rub it. Let me just open this one so I can show you. All right, so this is it. It comes in a tube like this. He said he just kept one for it. It's like lip gloss, but it's made from aloe vera gel. Then it also has propolis. You know, propolis and a natural antibiotics. So the guy used it and it went. So you can use aloe lip. If you're having pain, you can use active HA if you're having psoriatic arthritis. Now, number 4. Maybe we stop at 5 today and finish up on Thursday because it's already 5:45. All right. So the 4th arthritis we're going to look at today is gout. Let me see if I have any question to answer. Thank you for your question, Evarista Ijoma. It was very, very important, okay? Victory Udo, you're welcome. Dupe Adeniro, you're welcome. Fatima, you're welcome. Welcome to this evening's broadcast. We are all highly welcome, okay? All right, so the 4th one we're going to look at today is the gout. You know, sometimes when you go to the hospital and you do your test, the doctors will say, no, what you have is gout. So what is gout? If you have gout, gout is a buildup of uric acid crystals in the joint, okay? It's a buildup of uric acid in the joints. That's what gouts are. And most of the time, it's your big toe or other parts of your foot that is affected. It's your big toe or other parts of your foot that is actually affected. And then let's even look at what happens. What happens if most of the time, often when you wake up with a sudden sharp pain on your big toe after, especially for people who drink. People who drink, alcohol is one of the major causes of gout. So people who drink, when they wake up, the next day they have very major pain on their big toe. And then sometimes some kind of drugs can also cause gout. Some kind of stress can also cause gout, and some kind of illness can also trigger gout attacks. Okay, and the attack will last between 3 to 10 days. Even if you don't treat it, maybe it will just last between 3 to 10 days, and it may be for months or years before you have another one, but it will always come back. And when it's coming back, it will now be becoming more frequent. Like maybe the first time you had it, maybe after 10 years it comes out. The next one you're having it after 10 years, it might take maybe like 6 years, you know, like that, you know. And then if gout goes untreated for a long time, it can affect your joints, and most dangerously, it can affect your kidney. And another dangerous thing about, I didn't show us the supplements for rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, let me do that. So if you're having rheumatoid arthritis, what do you need? You need your Forever Move, your Freedom, I forgot that, Aloe Heat or MSM gel, and then garlic thyme. Okay, so if it's rheumatoid arthritis, what you need is your Freedom, or if you have low blood pressure or normal blood pressure, you can use your Forever Freedom, your garlic thyme, your Forever Move, your MSM gel, or Aloe Heat lotion. Now, what I always advise people is, if you're using Freedom, you just use heat lotion. But if you have blood pressure, if your blood pressure is high, then please don't take Forever Freedom. What you will take is aloe vera gel, and then you can take your MSM gel. Okay, but if you're using Freedom, then you can take your Aloe Heat lotion with these 3. So there are about 4 of them. If it's rheumatoid arthritis. Now we are looking at gout. What causes gout? Gout results from one or of these 3 things. Either that your body is making more uric acid than is needed, or your kidney can't process the uric acid your body is making, or you're eating too many foods that raises uric acid levels. So those are the 3 causes of gout in the body. All right, then what are the symptoms of gout? They almost always come on quickly. You will notice it. It's not the one that will be gradual, building up through the years, like osteoarthritis and sometimes rheumatoid arthritis. For gout, you will have intense joint pain. It's usually your big toe, but it can also affect your ankles, your knees, your elbows, your wrists, your wrists and your fingers. And then it causes a lot of discomfort. Even after the sharp pain goes away, your joint will still be hurting you. Then it also has inflammation and redness. The joint will be red, will be swollen and tender. And then you will find it difficult to move. And then if you're having gout, the supplement I usually recommend that people use when they are having gout is Forever Garlic Thyme. You will use your Forever Garlic Thyme. You also need Fields of Green or Lycium, depending on how it is, or if you can afford it, you can use your Super Green. So it's mainly making sure that your greens are okay. And then of course your MSM gel and your aloe vera gel. So you can take any one of these 3. Now today I'm going to combine it with Fields of Green, 2 bottles of this, or 1 bottle of this, or 1 pack of whatever. Then so for gout, you need your garlic thyme, your Fields of Green, your MSM gel, and your aloe vera gel. So if you're having gout, these are the supplements you need for gout. Okay, prevention and handling gout, those are the ones that you need. All right, so we go to number 5, which will be the last one we'll look at today. On Thursday, we will look at the remaining 5 also. Remember that I mentioned 10 to us. I say osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, gout, lupus, juvenile arthritis, spondyloarthropathies, infectious and reactive arthritis, thumb arthritis, and ankylosing spondylitis. So today we are looking at osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, gout, and lupus. Then on Thursday we are going to look at, very important because of our children, because prevention is better than cure, juvenile arthritis. I'm going to look at like the 4 types of juvenile arthritis, then spondyloarthropathies, infectious and reactive arthritis, thumb arthritis, and ankylosing spondylitis. All right. So lupus is the last one. You see a lot of people on Facebook talk about lupus and what it has done to them, and we're going to look briefly at lupus. Thank you, Peace. Peace says she likes my teaching. Love you. Thank you for loving my teaching. Evarista, you need the aloe leaf. How much? Chat me on WhatsApp to know how much it is. Lovesh says she always has hotness in her left leg. Yes, hotness in the left leg is one of the symptoms of any of the arthritis I've mentioned, especially osteoarthritis. It can also, God forbid, but also rheumatoid arthritis can have that form of heat in the body. Hello, Victory Utuak. Amazing evening to you also. All right, so Estine Kelly says she's late. You can watch the recap, okay? You can watch the replay, I mean. Bola Tito Victor, you're welcome. Nkiro Bin, I said, what are the foods that raises uric acid in the body? Okay, we're going to be looking at that next week, because I need to quickly look at lupus now, and then we call it a day. But I know that some kind of medicine that you take will cause uric acid to be high in your system. So you can also ask your doctors when they are giving you medicine, ask them briefly that what are some of those medicine. Anytime, like I always tell us, anytime we are taking medicine, you need to ask your doctors if that medicine, it's what are the side effects, okay, that the medicine can have. You need to ask your doctor what are the side effects the medicine can have for you, okay? And it's very important that you find out. But I know that generally, if we're talking about food that can raise uric acid, they are usually proteinous food, like games, like bush meat, things like that. And then some kind of mueslis and herlings, all those foods like that. And of course, like I told us, beer and liquor is the highest when you talk about foods that can cause uric acid. Excessive alcohol, and then high fat food such as bacon, dairy products, and red meat. Red meat especially can cause uric acid. And then if you take organ meats very much, like if you take too much of liver, too much of all these sweeteners, it can also cause that. I hope that answers your question. I just felt I shouldn't leave it unanswered. All right, so who asked the question? Nkiru, I hope that answers you. Too much alcohol, meat, protein, dairies, baking, all these processed foods, you know, can cause it. All right, so we go to lupus, which is number 5, where we're stopping for the day. It's just 7 minutes. So lupus, when we talk about lupus, it's also called SLE. That's systemic lupus erythematosus, and is an autoimmune disease, and it affects joints, people's joints, and many organs in the body. That's the bad thing about lupus. It doesn't only just affect joints, it can also affect other organs in the body. Now, doctors don't know exactly what causes lupus because it's an autoimmune disease. Most times, autoimmune disease, the causes are not known, okay? But sometimes it makes your autoimmune system to go awry, to go amiss, to go crooked. So instead of your immune system attacking viruses and invaders in your body, it will now start to cause inflammation and pain throughout your whole body and your joints and your organs, even up to brain. Lupus is very dangerous. It's very bad. And it usually affects women in childbearing age more than men, okay? Those women in childbearing age from around 15 years to 54 years. And usually attacks and affects most Africans, black people, more than white people. That's lupus. All right, so, and then what are the symptoms of lupus? It comes with painful swollen joints, very painful swollen joints. It comes with tiredness and fatigue, headaches, swelling of the feet, swelling of the legs, swelling of the hands, even around the eyes. Around the eyes will be swollen. And then it causes rashes, like all over the cheeks, you know, like butterfly. You feel like butterfly rashes all over the cheeks. And then it can also cause mouth sores. And someone who has lupus will be very, very sensitive to the sun. And then the person will have some kind of hair loss in the body. And then also you have blue and white fingers or toes when exposed to cold. They call that Raynaud phenomenon. And then the person will have blood disorder like anemia and low levels of white blood cells and, you know, the red blood cells. And then the person will have chest pains from inflammation and lining of the heart or the lungs. So that's what happens with lupus. Remember, we're not going deeply into these things. I'm just trying to run through the causes, the symptoms for us. During the course of the month, we're going to treat each one very well. The ones I might not treat deeply again is osteoarthritis, and osteoarthritis especially because I've treated it in May. I took May to talk about osteoarthritis very well. So if you need to know more about osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, just go down to my page, Aging with Grace, and you've not liked my page, click the like button now and click the follow button now so that you'll be able to get my notifications when I go online, okay? So go and check out osteoarthritis. I might treat rheumatoid arthritis if I have many questions coming in, but I'm going to take these other forms of 10 types of arthritis, the other 8 types of arthritis, and I'll treat them each broadcast. So I'm going to still bring out a day to look at lupus. I'm going to still bring out a day to look at gout. I'm going to still bring out a day to look at psoriatic arthritis, and I'm still going to bring out a day to look at rheumatoid arthritis. So join me in the course of the month, and you're going to be getting all this one by one. So I'm going to go through the questions, and then I'll show you the supplements for each of the ones I talked about today, and we call it a day. So I'm going to do this just for like 3 minutes now. All right, so I'm going to go through to check your questions. So you can quickly ask your question if you have any question before we call it a day today. Okay, I'm going to run through names. Some people will come and chat me and say, you did not call my name, oh, and I greeted. Favor, welcome. Zanella, welcome. Sarah, Oluleye, Olaleye, Victor, Oji, Taju, Wemisola, Adetumobi, Akiyemi, you're welcome. Oluwakemi, Doris, Irene, you're welcome. Divine, you're welcome. Deborah, Georgette, you're welcome. Wemisola, you're welcome. Wemisola, make sure you chat me so that pain can go. Olatunde, Maggie, you're welcome. Jane Destiny, you're welcome. Olukemi, you're having serious pain, make sure you chat me. Alabi Patient, you're welcome. Olajoke, you're welcome. Chidirim, you're welcome. Chidirim, how are you? Afoma, you're welcome. How much is Imu Blend? Chat me on WhatsApp and you know how much Imu Blend is. Ari, you're welcome. Nkiru, you say you're having biting pains on your right knee. Nkiru, you shouldn't have that pains for too long. Please chat me so it can go. Alabi Patience, you're welcome. Moji Taju, you're welcome. Ngozi Meke, you're welcome. Moji Sola, you're welcome. Evarista, thanks for your question. Kayole, you're welcome. Dupe, you're welcome. Victory, you're welcome. Fatima, you're welcome. Fatima, I don't think I understand your question. I don't know what you mean by talk. Please, you're always having hotness or love it. Chat me on my WhatsApp number. You need hello lift Barista. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the love. I appreciate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless all of you. I love you all. Estin, you're welcome. You came late, watch the replay. Bola Tito, you're welcome. Inkiru, I've answered your question. Protein foods, alcohol, and the rest. Choice, you're welcome. Please don't have pain. Chat me on my WhatsApp number. It's pinned on the screen and you'll be able to get what you need. All your fingers and toes are painfully Homer. Please, they shouldn't be. Chat me. Hello, Silverine, you're welcome. Elizabeth, you're welcome. Thanks for joining me, Joy. Thanks for joining me, Doris. thanks for joining me. Ify, thank you. Omakaro, Chidirin, thank you. Doris, you're welcome. So I've answered all our questions. Thank you for joining me. Love you all. We're going to see on Thursday when we'll continue looking at the other parts of osteoarthritis, other parts of arthritis. So if you need a supplement, chat me. No time again to show it to you. I want this broadcast to be just 1 hour. So thank you. Chat me on my WhatsApp number. Bye. Love you all.